I didn't tell anyone this happened. I don't even know what to call it. It sat on me all day like a wet coat. I'm only saying it now because it's late and you're quiet. I'm 72. I live alone in a small apartment where the hallway smells like old carpet and bleach. The kind of place where doors shut softly because no one wants to draw attention. I've been here 11 years. Long enough to stop noticing the cracks in the ceiling. Long enough to know the sound of every elevator mood. There's a man who lives across from me. Or lived. I'm not sure which anymore. We were never friends. We didn't borrow sugar or sit together. We just existed in the same narrow space. Nods. Small hellos. The kind of person you recognize by their shoes before their face. On Tuesdays, I take the bus to the clinic early. Same seat if it's open. The one with the rip in the vinyl that catches on sweaters. I came back late that day because the nurse was behind. When I stepped off the elevator, I saw his door open. That was unusual. He usually kept it shut. Like he was holding something in. He was standing there with a box on the floor. Not a big one. The kind you'd use for old mail. His hands were inside it, moving things around without taking anything out. He didn't look up when I unlocked my door. I said his name. I'd learned it from a package once. He looked at me then. Like he had to search his head for who I was. Oh, he said. Just that. I waited. I don't know why. Maybe I thought there was something I was supposed to do. Or say. He nodded at the box like it explained everything. They changed the locks downstairs, he said. On the office. I didn't ask what office. I knew. He wore a badge every morning. He stopped wearing it last winter. After that, he still left early, dressed the same, like the habit was stronger than the reason. He crouched down and picked up a framed photo from the box. The glass was cracked clean across. He turned it face down without looking. They said it was temporary, he said. I kept the chair. I nodded like I understood. I didn't. He smiled then. Not happy. Just polite. The kind you use when you don't want anyone to stay. I went inside. Closed my door. I leaned my back against it and stood there. I could hear him moving things. The sound of cardboard scraping the floor. Something metal clinking. I thought about opening the door again. Offering water. Or asking if he needed help. I didn't. My heart was doing that slow, uneven thing it does when I'm tired. Later that night, I took my trash out. His box was gone. The hallway looked the same. Like nothing had happened. The next morning, his door was closed. Days passed. Then weeks. I noticed his shoes were still there. Tucked under the bench by the stairs. Brown leather. Worn down on the outside edge. I didn't touch them. I don't know why that mattered, but it did. One afternoon, I heard voices in the hall. Younger voices. The kind that move fast. I opened my door a crack. 2 men were inside his apartment, laughing about something. One of them carried out a lamp. Another rolled a chair toward the elevator. I watched from behind my door like a child. They didn't look at me. After that, someone else moved in. A woman who talks on the phone loudly and smells like oranges. She doesn't nod. She doesn't look down the hall. She walks like the space belongs to her. The shoes disappeared. I thought about him more than I meant to. Not in a sentimental way. Just in pieces. When I waited for the elevator. When I heard footsteps that weren't his. When I passed the bench. I kept thinking about that box. One morning, I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him because he was sitting on the bench outside the building. His coat was thinner than it should have been for the weather. His hands were empty. I stood there with my keys in my hand. I could have walked past. I could have pretended I didn't see. I said his name. He looked up slower this time. Like his neck hurt. "Oh," he said again. Same word. Same weight. I asked if he was waiting for someone. He shook his head. Just resting. I sat down beside him. The bench was cold through my pants. We didn't look at each other. Traffic moved in front of us. Someone honked. A bus sighed. "They let me keep the mug," he said suddenly. "The one from the drawer." I nodded. I was good at nodding. He rubbed his hands together like he was washing them without water. "They changed the password," he said. "I still know it." I wanted to say something useful. Something that sounded like help. Instead, I asked where he was staying. He pointed vaguely. Not anywhere specific. I didn't push. I've learned not to. A woman came out of the building. She stepped around us like furniture. Didn't slow down. He watched her go. Then he stood up. "Well," he said. I stood too. For a second, we were just two people facing the street. He held out his hand. I shook it. His palm was dry. Light. Like he wasn't using it much anymore. "Take care," he said. "You too," I said. He walked away without looking back. Not dramatically. Just gone. I went upstairs. Made coffee. Sat at the table. The chair across from me was empty like it always is. I drank slowly. That afternoon, the mail came. Nothing for me. I stood by the boxes longer than I needed to. I imagined his name still there. It wasn't. That night, I kept thinking about the mug. The way he said it like it was a favor. I don't know where he sleeps. I don't know if he remembers me now. I don't even know if I did the right thing by sitting down. Or the wrong thing by standing up. I know this, the hallway feels narrower lately. Like it's learned how to forget people. I still take the same seat on the bus. Still catch my sweater on the rip. Sometimes I think I hear his shoes behind me. I don't turn around anymore. I just sit there and wait for my stop, holding my bag, thinking about a box that wasn't big enough, and a door that closed so softly no one noticed, and how some things end without ever really starting, and how I almost said something else that day on the bench, but the words stayed right here, and I let them stay.